Oh yeah, it's time for late night boxing talk. Do you want to talk to? Want to talk to you? Oh yeah. I was on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Maybe it's because I'm old. I don't care. I was on Twitter and I seen like a comedian or something, like a radio host, like a sort of like a Corey Holcomb, and she was talking about that thing that Clarissa said the other day. That always the light skinned joints that be hating on her. It's always the high yellow joints. And she basically said everything I said. Basically, they're like, what are you talking about, dog? Have you looked at your comment section? It's all type of people saying something. It's light skinned girls, it's dark skinned girls, it's Spanish girls, it's white girls, it's white guys, it's black. It's everybody saying something. So to single out a specific group of people on the premise that they're the only ones criticizing you when we all know they're not, all that tells us, all that gets across to us is you got a problem with them. You have a problem with these light-skinned females that you're talking about, because they ain't the only ones criticizing you, you know? They ain't. But you know, that's more of the usual when it comes to Clarissa. They tried to give her props like, oh yeah, she the GOAT. No, she ain't, man. Come on. Come on now. Right now, she arguing with Nikisa Badarian. That's Amanda Serrano, Jake Paul, Most Valuable Promotions. He's the co-founder. And it looked like, I think that they wanted her. I believe they wanted her to box on the undercard of Taylor versus Serrano 3 against Jadeja Green. And you know, like she should have took it because I think she would have won the fight if she take the fight. Like, yeah, she could beat Jadeja. Come on, we see it. Come on, she could win that fight and make a lot of money. But maybe her pride won't let her, or maybe because she's at heavyweight, right? Her last fight was at heavyweight, so she probably can't get down to 68. You know, not right now, not on that schedule unless she get on that Ozempic. I don't know if you could be fighting people when you on that Ozempic though. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, I ain't see Real Talk in a minute, man. I hope he alright. I ain't heard from Real Talk in a minute. I hope he good. Y'all check in on my boy Real Talk. He in Dallas, Texas, man. Check him out. If y'all know him, if y'all see him, tell him Ring misses him, bro. He misses his voice, bro. Pause. Oh shit. But yeah, yo, where country at? It's Ozempic. A pad? I mean, I don't know, Carme. Where you been at? Been looking for you. Mm, 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 mm. Carme been missing in action. Trying to hide. You can't hide, dog. I got a file on you. Got a low jack on your car. I know where you be at. I be knowing. I be knowing everything. But yeah, y'all check on my boy Real Talk. If y'all see him, I'll tell him Ring misses him, bro. Give him a digital high five. And yeah, man, they was roasting Clarissa. It's not surprising. I mean, like, she's very difficult to like. Very difficult. I tried. I'm gonna say from 2016 to 2021, I really tried. I tried to be a fan, but nah, man. Nah, it ain't gonna work. So right now, what seems to be the talk of the town is Xander Zayas and Sebastian Fundora. Y'all know what I think. I don't think that shit gonna happen, personally. Yeah, I don't. 120 days to do a fight? I don't think so. I don't see it. But hey, he could prove me wrong, you know? He could prove me wrong. Yeah, George died, man. That shit made me feel old, bro. That shit made me feel old that George died. You feel old yet, country? Because I feel
Yeah,
old.
That hurt, man, because George was one of my all-time favorite fighters. I definitely felt because I watched him since I was a kid. I
Mm-hmm.
loved him, Ollie, and Frazier, but Foreman was always my favorite, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, just not cool.
I remember when you was a kid. I used to come over to the house, throw the football around with you. It was fucking great, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, I be doing that shit to my wife sometimes. Like we'll be in the middle of a for real conversation, and I'll
Uh
just come out with some random shit. Like, yeah, in Krypton, that's not how they say that. You just fuck the whole thing up.
huh. I can just see her looking at you all sideways, like, what the? What
Yeah,
is
I've been
that?
doing that shit for ages, bro. Shout out to George, the last Patriot, with a record of 81 fights, including 76 victories, 68 via horrifying knockouts, and only 5 defeats. Coming from Marshall, Texas, Big George. Yeah, he should be Texas's favorite son, bro. George is a hike. I mean, like, I don't even think George got enough credit, to be honest with you. I don't think he did. Like, yo, his career, you're not gonna see a career like that. Like, yeah, there's only one George Foreman. Yeah. There's only one. There's only gonna be one.
Man made a novelty grill popular. Nah, he's the best ever.
I remember that when he was. You remember when he was on King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Motherfucking Hank got all mad and shit. Well, that's not a real grill. That's not a propane accessory. I miss that shit.
You sound just like him.
God damn it,
I
Bobby.
used to, Bobby,
Bobby?
you ain't right. That was my show, man. And he had the Louisian neighbor. What's his name? You the tall idea. You the tall
Was it
idea.
Khan? Was it Khan? I
Khan,
think?
good Khan, something like
Yeah.
that. Shout out to Santiago. Shields on country don't like cause she's a L. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I think personally, my prediction, I literally said this like maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. I don't think she gonna fight for a minute because one, ain't nobody up there to fight, right? There's nobody up there. And two, she probably gonna get pregnant by Papoose. She made a little bit of money. She gonna let him come inside her a couple of times, and she probably gonna push out a kid next because she is 30. She's getting up there in age, and the window starts to close for you to have a kid. So she might do that. If you a professional fighter, it might.
You can have a kid when you're older, but it's very complicated.
Well, it's riskier when you're older because you have a predisposition towards preeclampsia. You have shut up. Shit. King Lopez said, "What do you think about the Dominican YouTuber celebrating Tio for going to Turkey, but defending David in his latest video for standing on his square and not bowing to Turkey for the Bivol fight?" Oh,
That
what you?
shit's
Oh,
whack.
wait. I know who you talking about. You talking about what, Mr. Moonshine? I mean, I don't know what to make of that dude. To be real with you, like I don't know. Like he as a person does not make sense to me. Like you cool with whatever T.O. do, just like you said in your post, right, King? You cool with him going over there, but you not cool with David going over there, and you still trying to like act like Al Heyman is saving boxing or something. Like I don't really look at dudes like that. Like, yeah, that's not boxing anything, bro. That's just a dude trying to, I don't know. He just trying to like go with the flow to get some money, for lack of a better word. That you just don't make sense, bro. You're all over the place. The reality of it is David should go over there. It's very simple. Boxing is not complicated. It's prize fighting. If somebody has the biggest prize for you in a foreign country, then you go over there. It's very simple. Like I said in a video I did, all these weirdos in this generation act like the biggest fights in boxing didn't happen outside of boxing. Did you forget that the Thriller in Manila was in Manila? It wasn't in America. The Rumble in the Jungle was in the jungle, bro. It wasn't in America. When Marvin Hagler won the title from Alan Minter, that was in the UK. Okay? Sometimes the money is outside of America. So you go get it. It's boxing, it's not complicated, man. Like a lot of that shit is just motherfuckers that's scared. Like it ain't this complicated, convoluted bullshit. It's just, yo, that dude is scared to go over there because over there, you're not the house fighter. You on neutral terrain. You would be fighting the best for a change. And come on, like anybody could see what's going on there, bro. And then as far as old boy, I don't even understand the angle of, oh, Turkey is a bad guy. A bad guy for what? How is he bad? What is he doing that's bad for you, for me, or for anybody? What? Please explain it. Because I don't see.
Apparently, just in general, Saudi royal family bullshit, which is like, okay, whatever.
What, politics shit? Because I guess because America's hands are clean, right? Before the eyes of the Lord. Because we never did no fucked up shit, right?
he's making the fights that people refuse to make before and give us before, and they're mad because he's actually making these fights happen. And they for whatever reason,
country,
they don't want him to.
I don't see, this is the thing. A guy like that guy, right? Because I don't want to spend a lot of time on him, but because King Lopez asked and because he sent me this wonderful beer money, I will address it. That a guy like that is not genuine in anything that he does. That's not, you complaining about Turkey, but I don't even really think you're complaining about Turkey. Maybe you're just trying to ride the wave of people that might complain about Turkey. You see what I mean? Because I don't see how people who pay money for boxing like us, I don't see what we would have to complain about. He charging us $25 for a pay-per-view. Fuck, I'm gonna be mad about. And for what? For cards that have a lot of good fights on them. So I just don't see from a adult, rational perspective why someone would not like what Turkey's doing. I don't. All that shit they said about TKO, right? Y'all seen the news stories this past week. TKO ain't running nobody out of no boxing. That's just some separate bullshit with Dana. They not gonna kick they don't have the power to kick nobody out of boxing. So they spent 2 weeks putting up narratives just for the following week for all that shit to get shut down. It's like, yeah, I don't. And when that happens, that's what I mean when I say, I'm like, I don't really know what your perspective is. I just get the sense that you're trying to be sensationalistic with what you talk about for metrics, because you're not a genuine person. You know, like I don't even think you really have something against Turkey. You just want to appeal to the people that do. That's what I think it is, because ain't no motherfucker that pay for boxing gonna be complaining about a $25 pay-per-view. I don't see it. Like,
no,
I think that's one way it could be. I think the other way is, and I think you're actually hitting at this country, is that because he's making a lot of the big fights we want to see, they have nothing to milk anymore. They have nothing to dangle like little keychains.
That is such a good point. That a lot of the American content creators, right? Take away the Michelle Joy Phelps, the Marcos Villegas, the Radio Rahims, who actually fly out to the events and conduct interviews, and they don't rely on narratives or anything like that to be able to create content, because they're interviewers. Their bread and butter is the interviewers. When you take them out of it and you look at the other content creators, what a lot of them seem to rely on is the narratives when fighters don't fight each other. And we saw that for years with the Wilder and Joshua, with the Spence and Crawford, to a lesser extent with Lomachenko Davis and all of that stuff, that they make their money when shit don't happen and motherfuckers is just arguing with each other. So that's not a bad point. That maybe what they don't like is that he making them fights, so they're happening too fast and they don't feel a benefit from that. That's another point. I ain't gonna front. Because the sooner fights happen, the sooner finality is reached. That, yeah, you know, if you make money talking about Spence and Crawford, for example, well, as soon as they fight, finality arrives. You know, same with a Wilder and Joshua if they would have fought, or Fury and Usyk. That, yeah, once they fight, that's it. You know, cold product after that. It's not a hot topic anymore. And maybe those guys, they don't like that kind of environment. We're like, yeah, let's stop arguing and make the fucking fights. You know.
Oh yeah, part of that is just that because they don't actually follow the sport, they don't actually are a fan of boxing, they don't have the next guy to talk about. Like, if you were actually a fan of the sport, sure, you'd be hyped for Joshua Wilder, but you'd want that to happen immediately, because then it's winner of that versus Fury, winner of that versus Usyk, on and on down the line. But no, you don't know shit, so it's just that fight, and then as soon as it happens, gone.
Pedro Pantera, shout out to you, my boy. Amor de Rey, legit hating for likes. See, eso es lo que es, because that's how it looks to me. That, like, I don't see, I know what I spend on boxing annually, you know? ESPN Plus, DAZN, couple of pay-per-views now and then. I spend plenty of money on pay-per-views. So I just don't see how a person like myself who spends as much as I do putting it back into the sport, right? I just don't see why somebody would have a problem with Turkey. Whereas the people who I see have a problem with Turkey, right? Oh, it's the grifters and the stream team. Like, it's the bums. And I'm like, well, y'all shouldn't even be mad at Turkey because y'all don't pay for anything anyway. So what the fuck you got to be mad about? $80, $20. You ain't going to buy it anyway, motherfucker. So I just don't get it. A part of it is the usual suspects that are mad that Turkey really is what they pretended Al Heyman was. They're like, y'all pretend that Al Heyman is the Wizard of Oz. No, he ain't. He ain't got it like that. Turkey do got it like that. And y'all just don't like the way that look. But it's still a very strange perspective because it's like, well, what are you here for if not boxing? If you're not here to watch these guys go at it, what are you here for then? I don't know, man. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is just bizarre, bro. But it's not even the Turkey's the Dalai Lama or anything, but it's simple. He's making fights. I don't see how a guy making fights for a lot of money at a low price to the consumer, I don't see how you could spin that to where he's the bad guy. Bad for what, bro? Like, bad guy for what?
You can't.
Shit don't make no sense. We got Undefeated in the building. He never lost. Shout out to Undefeated.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even in an ass eating contest.
You can't lose that shit, man. And yeah, like the whole Turkey is the bad guy narrative. I just think that's in part Heymanites, but that's also in part content creators who basically make their money off of the Discord and the arguing, because there's a lot of that. I think there's more than people realize, that there are a lot of content creators that they don't make money from fights that get made. They make their money from when fights don't get made because of all the bullshit and the arguing and the articles and toda la vaina in between. You know, like Wilder and Joshua was a hot topic for many years, that if you were a content creator, you could make a lot of money talking about that. Spence and Crawford, that was another one. Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis for a while. That there are content creators that they basically make their money off of when shit don't happen. It's better for them. So a lot of this, oh, we don't like Turkey. Well, I see why you don't like Turkey, because as soon as fights get made and motherfuckers get exposed, well, you can't make money off of them anymore. You do a Spence video now, nobody gives a fuck. If you do a video about Spence, bro, nobody cares about that dude. Sorry, it's the truth. Nobody care about that dude.
I know a certain YouTuber that was making money off of the Ryan and Devin shit.
Yeah. Oh, verdad.
Yeah.
La otra vaina, like it's like, and never mind our personal feelings about it, but it's like that they'll see silly shit that Ryan says and go with it to siphon followers off of him. I don't even think they believe the shit that they be saying half the time, but it's just, well, Ryan got more followers than Devin, so you know we gonna play the game. That's what I really think it is, bro.
Yeah, sadly but true.
Yeah, you know, and Virtuoso, he lives in the fucking Bronx, man.
Yes, by way of Manhattan.
Oh, you live in Manhattan?
Yes.
Where?
The Heights.
You sound familiar. I might know you. Fuck, you moved to the Heights, yo.
I don't trust you, man. Do you know me?
Nah, honestly, I know your voice. No cap. I know your voice.
See, I know I've been followed, bro. Fuck this shit.
I know your fucking. I fucking know you, bro. I know your voice, bro. You be on 175.
Doing what?
Your voice, bro. I used to. I ain't gonna say nothing, because then motherfucker might know me.
Nah. That shit. You didn't see me nothing. You didn't see me do nothing.
Yo,
okay.
I know your voice, bro. I know you, bro. But on another.
Better avoid this conversation. Feds might be listening. Come on now.
Exactly.
Real shit out here. But yeah, like, I just think a lot of the Turkey hate is just manufactured by content creators that he makes it hard for them to sell a narrative, because, you know, when fights are getting made, all the narratives and all the bullshit goes out the window, you know, like Spencer Crawford. Yeah, it's cold product now. Like, you're not going to get no money talking about Spence now. Not, you know? And that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. To answer King Lopez's question, that they don't really want. And I've said this in the past, that what I notice about the Haymanites, that cult, is they don't really want fights to get made. In all actuality, like, they're happy with Gervonta versus Roach. They don't really want Gervonta versus Stevenson or Loma or Devin when he was undisputed, or Tio after he beat Loma. They never wanted any of that, but they're happy with the guys that he is fighting. It's like, yeah, y'all just don't want fights to get made because you're scared that the guys you put on a pedestal are going to get exposed. And once they are, I mean, like, you know how it goes. Spence lost one fight and his career is over. He lost one fight, bro. One fight. And that's it.
And they crashed out.
Fair,
and they need therapy for that loss. Do you remember Ray Jackson said, "I need time away from Twitter, yo. This hit me hard."
Fucking Wilder, when losing to Fury, he was never the same. Thurman losing to a 40-something-year-old Manny Pacquiao, or 39 or 40 or whatever he was. That those fighters are not, like, I don't look at them as real fighters, to be real with you. I don't, because real fighters come back. When Ray Beltran lost, that wasn't it. He came back. He won a title. When Ricky Burns lost, he came back. He won another title. You see what I mean? Like,
it's not just they lost, it's the way they lost in each of those fights. Spence got the absolute shit beaten out of him. Wilder got the absolute shit beaten out of him. Thurman, I won't say got the absolute shit beaten out of him, but he got humiliated. Like, he was beaten, knocked down, bloody, dripping from his nose while he walked back like a little boy, like, "No, I'm losing this fight." Like, they look pathetic.
But they're not. Yeah, but I don't. The reason I say that I don't think they're real fighters is they don't have the psychology to come back from that. That, it's not the end of the world that you lost the fight, right? It's really not. Like, it's okay. You lost to a good fighter. You come back. It is what it is. It's normal, But they don't look at it that way. That if they can't keep this air of invincibility around them, this bubble, that their life is over. Because that's how it seems to go for that particular group of fighters under that banner,
And it goes with them. It goes with the fans. Like you said, they don't want to have fights made. Jules, we grew up in an era where Mike Tyson had a pay-per-view, and Chavez Sr. was on the undercard, and at his height, Chavez Sr. was more popular than Tank, and they scoff at the idea of loaded supercard events.
Yeah, because they're trying to, that's why older people tend to get insulted when they see these postmodern boxers compared to those guys. Like, bro, it's not even close, bro. Like, didn't Chavez fight in front of 100,000 people? What was that, the Greg Haugen fight?
Yeah.
100,000. 100,000? That's a fucking army, bro.
That's some Jack Dempsey type audience.
Bro. It's like I don't even think you could do. Well, no, I ain't gonna say you can't, because some fights, like the ones at Wembley, they had, I think, like 90,000, which is close. It's not beating Chavez's record, but it's still a lot of people, 90,000 people. The point I'm making is, yeah, Gervonta, you never did nothing like that. So what the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, I saw one thing where somebody said that it's okay that Frank Martin lost to Gervonta because he's a great. A great what? Great at what, bro? What he did there was great.
Purse modeling
and purses.
A great hype job.
I love how Drew and I both went to purses.
Shout out to Pedro Pantera. You saw Bill Haney sliding Mexican fighters for no reason. He's turning into T.O.'s pops. He's slick being racist. Nobody calls him out. No, I'll say what it is. What he resents. And we need to do more straight talk. And that's what the theme of this year is going to be. This is going to be straight talk. What Bill Haney resents about Mexican fighters is, in his own mind, black fighters are held to a different standard. And he feels that the black fighter has to be perfect, where the Mexican fighter does not, and he's still beloved by his people. But when you have rancor over that, that's called jealousy. What do you hate about Canelo? He doesn't have an unbeaten record. He's lost 2 fights, but there's still a lot of people out there that love him, and they pay to see him. And you know that it's not like that for you, but that's your people you're describing, not Canelo's. Really who you're mad at, it's not the Mexicans. It's your own people. That's who you're mad at. You're just taking it out on the Mexicans.
And I don't
Julius,
know where Pedro was. A bunch of people were calling him out on Twitter and did
Yeah, they've been.
videos. Like,
Come on, like people call out Bill every day. Go ahead, Leo.
no, now you're talking about it. Uh, Julius, in your opinion, is there a correlation between the most popular and most talked about and most loved fighters and boxers that can actually hold the shot, that actually have a chin?
Yeah. Shit. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Absolutely.
I do not remember a guy that's like loved and respected that doesn't have a chin. Not really.
See, he thinks the other thing about Bill is a good example of Dunning-Kruger syndrome or the Dunning-Kruger effect.
again with the Dunning-Kruger, Jules.
Yes, because you have people like there are so many people that fit that mold that in their own mind, they think they're wordsmiths. They think they're you think you saying some shit. And in reality, everybody looking at you like this guy's a fucking moron, that you're wildly overestimating how convincing you are or how good you are at what you think you're doing. In reality, look, Devin is a good kid. I'm not going to hate on him. But you only had to beat George Kambosos for Undisputed. Relax, bro. Relax.
That's
You fought what?
Bro, that's what I said.
But not hate, right? I'm not hating. It's just you want people to like drop to their knees like he's the return of Elvis or something. Like, relax, bro. You fought fucking George Kambosos. Calm the fuck down. And the other thing is he's a grown man. You need to let him speak for himself. He's not a little fucking boy that he needs his daddy to do all the talking for him. That's a part of the reason people don't respect him. You do all the fucking talking for him, bro.
Yep. And it goes straight talk it goes back to this narrative we've been trying to tell everybody. Bill wants Devin to get extra credit for fulfilling his job description.
Basically.
Because when we mentioned back to the Najee thing, y'all want extra credit for an American fighter going abroad when Usyk's whole run is going abroad, his whole career.
What I'm gonna say is just straight talk, because addressing that, because I have been seeing a lot of that, and I do want to address it in a way that is honest but not offensive. At the end of the day, a lot of the black fighters, I'm not going to say a lot because that puts a number on it, and I don't know the number. What I have seen is the resentment that some black fighters or some black fight fans have towards Mexican fighters is they think they're not held to the same standard. But this standard that you think, this standard you're thinking of, it's not set by Mexican fight fans. It's not even set by Mexican fighters. It's your own people you're mad at. That's who you're mad at. What, that black fighters have to be perfect? According to who? Black fight fans. Y'all the ones that throw them in the garbage. How many people you see hyping up Wilder right now?
None.
They forgot about him. How many people you see hyping up Spence right now? How many?
None.
They forgot about him, right?
Not Julius, but I do understand that the USA is ethnically and culturally diverse country. I understand there is black people, there is Mexican Americans, there are all kinds of people. Have you, for example, Canelo? Have you taken a look at Canelo? Do you think at one point somebody questioning his Mexican status for the way he looks?
Marquez?
Yeah,
my dude. The wild thing is they really act. And I saw Canelo's literally, I watched his whole career. That's why I respect him, because I was one of the naysayers. I was one of the doubters, like, he's not going to be shit. When he was coming through, man, 2013, I was like, he's not going to be shit. I was talking wild shit. So having seen the whole thing, yeah, I fucking respect him, because he paid his dues, bro. He don't have to be perfect. That's the thing. I don't think you have to be perfect. Did he pay his dues? Yes. More than a lot of you motherfuckers. Yes. You motherfuckers would not fought the Trout that he fought. Y'all wouldn't have fought him. Unbeaten? No. Hot potato, Harris. Y'all wouldn't have fought him, bro. Y'all wouldn't have fought Laura. How do I know you wouldn't have fought Laura? Motherfucker, y'all didn't even want to fight Andre. When Laura, it made sense.
Austin Trout.
Y'all wouldn't have fought them motherfuckers. So just to make a long story short, I think that the resentment that some people harbor towards either Mexican fighters or Mexican fight fans is that those fighters are not held to the same standard, but you guys are the ones that set the standard. You're the ones that think you have to be, you're the ones that think, oh, you got to be unbeaten. You have to have you're the ones that think that, not them. not me, not the rest of the world. Y'all set that fucking standard.
And it's
Can
a
I
small
add
group. They
also
move.
real
Hold on, let
quick?
me add this.
Hold on, Drew.
Go ahead.
Drew, let me just say this. I haven't spoken because I've heard Mexican, fight fans criticize their own fighters.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yo, they'll dog you if you be in that fucking sugarfoot fight, and it's a puro pinche way, and they don't like that shit. They want you to fight tougher.
The Brits too. It's not even like the Brits do it too. Like when Daniel Dubois was coming through, I remember so many people calling him a hype job when he was coming through. Anthony Yard, I remember so many people trashing him because they felt he needed a step up.
Nobody trashes British fighters like British fight fans.
For real, like even Ben Whitaker with the Liam Cameron shit. It's like, yo, dog, you like, come on, you didn't get hurt in that fight, bro. You just wanted to go home. So it's unanimous across the board. They're like, everybody has even criticisms for their fighters. But if you feel like you're being held up to some unreachable standard or whatever that your fighters are, you're the one setting that fucking standard, not us.
Bro,
And that group, they also moved the goalpost. Anui was not legit till he fought a slick black fighter, right?
Right.
That was the narrative. And then the narrative moves like, we ain't fought in America. He ain't fought a black in America. Like,
yeah,
so which one is it, bro?
Yeah, and I don't like those are bad faith arguments. And when we reach that point to where it's okay, like now you're just gonna be child. Okay, then I don't need to talk to you no more.
It's a self-imposed persecution complex. That's
yeah.
Do you remember
the Struggle Olympics, bro?
Do you remember when they made Ryan versus Haney, and the first motherfucker that was talking shit was Bill, and he was saying that Mexicans don't fuck with Ryan. He's not Mexican enough. La raza is
yeah,
with
that was
Haney.
the week of. I remember that
Bro,
shit.
Who
That was
the
the week of the
fuck
fight.
are you? Who the fuck are you to tell us? Like, we're with Haney. We ain't with you or him. The fuck?
Ponlo así. Bill, like I said, that's why I classify it as Dunning-Kruger syndrome. Like, who do you think you are, bro? You think because Haney fought in a couple of fights in the chicken gizzard circuit south of the border? Okay, bro, whatever, bro. I'll tell you what, they ain't with you right now, bro. They not. Nobody with you right now. Not those people and not your people. They are not with you right now, bro. Shit, a lot of them is fucking with Ryan. It's just reality, bro. I don't make the rules. Yeah, I don't even fuck with Ryan, by the way. I don't fuck with him, bro. I'm just telling you. I see a lot more people from your demo too. They fuck with Ryan, bro.
Yeah.
No, but
They love the Victorville Volva.
The Victorville Volva, bro. He got it, man.
No, Julius, but
and you know what it is though, too, Drew. Like you've said, you don't fuck with Ryan, Jules, but you defend him in a sense like Ryan ain't got to deal with these bitches the way Tio and Devin. You guys look like cucks with these hoes.
Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, but the main shit is, and I've maintained this, I don't fuck with none of y'all. Your whole generation, get out of here, retire. All 4 of y'all, all 5 of y'all, get the fuck out. We don't need y'all, We got Abdullah, we got Keyshawn, whatever, bro. Somebody gonna come through, right? I don't like this whole generation. Tio is a crack baby. Devin is a pussy. Shakur has brittle hands. Fucking Ryan is a crackhead and a cokehead. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. He probably got up syndrome. Like, he don't got Down syndrome. He got up syndrome. Whatever he got. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him, bro. There's something wrong with all 5 of them motherfuckers. Javante is punch drunk, which is weird because he don't even fight nobody. Like, bro, how are you punch drunk? You don't even fight nobody, bro. How the fuck are you punch drunk already? You like 30.
Shakur got the grip strength of your daughter, Jules.
Got the grip strength of a toddler, bro. Like that motherfucker can't hold a Snapple. He can't open that shit. He gotta call Keyshawn to open that shit.
He gotta bang the jar against the counter.
He gotta hit the bottom of the shit, like you know what I'm saying?
No, but like, I think you say it. The reason that why Devin is not respecting in the boxing community, I'm gonna say, is his father is doing all the talking. Come on, dude, you cannot be stuttering against Ryan Garcia, the guy that's supposedly shitting to beat you. Yep. That's unacceptable, dude. You look so anxious every time you're the camera. If that's the case, better you don't do any interviews because you look. I'm not gonna say you look stupid, but you look weird.
Nobody does look stupid. Like when they did the press conference and he was like, "Yeah, I'm playing the villain." He like, no, you're not. You're the nerd. If this is like a high school, you're getting beat up and thrown in the locker, bro. That's you're archetype, bro. You're not the villain, bro.
He's the square, man.
Ryan is the villain. T.O. is the one who's gonna drop out from high school and start using hard drugs. Javante's the kid who gets arrested for bringing a gun to the school. Shakur, I don't Shakur is, but yeah, like you're not the villain, bro. I'm just saying you're not the villain, bro. You're not that. You know.
Can I ask you a question real quick, Drew? I don't know if you're going to cover it. Are we going to talk about Gustavo Oliveri and being the great sanctioning body prez that he is? Or are you saving that?
Yeah. We're going to talk about that after this commercial message when I smoke the cigarette, and I'll be right back.
I really like how he's coming out right away, bro. Like, nah, bro, you guys got 20 days to cut a deal right now, or fuck off.
Yeah, you're talking about Pandora.
Yeah, no, and that's why I think Mauricio's not going to strip Bivol, because they did an official press release ordering the fight. WBC hasn't done that for Bivol and David.
They never do that. You remember the whole issue with Fury and White? They never order shit like that.
Well, the WBC. Go ahead, Leo.
No, I think they're gonna. If they're gonna strip people, they're gonna strip right before people announces the date of their trilogy. That's when they're gonna call for the to make negotiations or go into pursuit. Because Leo, I think Mauricio's trying to get people to drop the belt, and the only way to secure that is after the trilogy is announced, they're gonna call for a pursuit immediately.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why I disagree with you. WBC is a rat scum organization all about making money. And why wouldn't they want 2 fights that they can charge WBC fees for? A title fight with Bivol and whatever the fuck Benavidez does. Why wouldn't they?
This is what I told Julius before. I think they're handling money under the table. And that's money that's not going to go to the WBC. It's going to go to Mauricio Suleiman directly. And that's a different kind of money.
God damn.
And I think that brown paper bag money is being handed to him by Samson, because I feel like the WBC knows where their bread is being buttered. So if they're going to get money, to hold off these mandatories, they're going to do it. Now, the thing with Bivol, though, is like he knows that he's getting a lot of money paid by Turki Alalshikh. That shit that he was saying to Ness, I don't know what the fuck that shit is for, but you have to pretty much announce that you are stripping him, and he hasn't done that so far. So my guess is that they're gonna stay put. They're not gonna strip him because they know that they're gonna get paid. Especially when you're fighting Beterbiev for a third time, that's gonna bring in a lot of money, regardless of what the fans say about Benavidez. Bro, he's getting paid less than Bivol. That shit is official. He has no fucking idea where the fuck the commission data is, because he has to get it from the Triple BOC. That's the one that handles those matches in Saudi. So they have to get commission data from them to basically tabulate how much they're getting paid, which I think it's already been out there.
No, yeah. So I think it's a big clusterfuck, but Mauricio realizes that's why he did he's been on Damage Control too, was saying like, we welcome TKO, we love Turki Alalshikh. He knows that Grand Prix is fucking. He's getting a fucking shit ton of money for the WBC from that. He don't want to upset that apple cart.
You still think that's going down?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, did you see the shirt Sebastian was wearing? It still got Riyadh season on it.
Yeah.
A part of me thinks TKO's gonna be kind of successful because they don't got to deal with all this bullshit.
Well, look what Johnny
really
Beck made for his last fight.
Shit. I don't see them doing business with them.
Yo, Johnny Beck is getting fucked
with no Vaseline.
By who?
With no Vaseline.
No, by top ones.
By Bob, old ass.
Well, what's going on?
Well, it's not Bob anymore, but the thing is, he's not getting any money for those fights.
Yeah,
And he's a unified champion.
his son-in-law is gonna drive that company to the ground.
Yeah, Todd do both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an idiot.
I heard it's layoffs and all of that, bro.
God.
Yeah, just it's sad to see that this guy Mark Chinook is no longer gonna be the ring announcer. You should probably gonna go to the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, he's got enough experience that he could graduate to something bigger or go to another promotion, because
Yeah.
they could alternate David Diamante. They don't got to use him for every fucking card,
No.
man. Like, Kenny G got to be tired, bro, doing all that traveling. But
Please
look,
tell me they'll get rid of him. Like, God,
he's not.
get
Ba-
his
he's
stupid
not.
hair.
He's not bad. He's not bad. He's
He's
just,
not bad, but he's not great.
yeah. Now they just ordered the WBO just ordered Fundora versus Zaya. Simple question: do you think it's gonna happen?
Hell no.
That's one for no.
No. No.
2 for no.
No.
I'll be
No.
hopeful. I'll say yes.
No, Samson's gonna weasel and fuck it up. No.
Leo, is it gonna happen?
No, it's not gonna happen.
Virtuoso, that's a no from you too.
Yep.
If it did happen, who do you think would have won?
Fundora.
Xander.
Xander won, Fundora won.
Sayas.
Yeah,
2 for Xander,
I'm going with Xander.
3 for Xander,
I'll go with Xander.
4 for Xander.
Fundora by bullshit decision.
Yup.
Fundora decision. So that's 4 to. I think Xander would have won, personally. I think he would have won.
Okay. Then it's fine to believe that.
I think it's because the thing is, what you got to notice when they saw each other, there's not a huge discrepancy in height between them. There isn't.
No.
It's not a huge couple of inches, and I don't think Xander would struggle to get within striking distance of him like Zoo and all these other guys that he fights. I don't think he would struggle, and he protects himself well. I know he doesn't have a lot of power, but do you need a lot of power to hurt Sebastian? You do?
No, I don't think so.
Do y'all
He can do
believe that
damage.
Gabby really said that shit?
Yo, I saw the video. I fucking used it. She said no face
Bro,
off.
Wow.
yo, she's learning too much from Samson, bro.
I'm
Literally.
saying. To me, she has more balls than her brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also,
maybe she understands. This is the problem.
I like how Gilberto just said, "Fuck the bullshit. I'm issuing a press release. This is what it is. These are the parameters, and here we go."
Gilberto Mendoza or
Gustavo
Gustavo?
Oliveri. Sorry, Gustavo.
Yeah, because you can't waste time on this shit. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he realizes these things need to happen quickly. You can't have fights waiting a year or a year and a half. You need some finality sooner than later because the sport in America, is suffering, bro. Can't you tell? All the major networks are leaving. Interest is down. You need to pick shit up, bro. Good old Puerto Rico versus, what was Sebastian? Cuban and Mexican. Yeah, get it going, bro. Like, shit needs to happen. Can't be waiting a year and a day for every fucking fight. Shit is crazy.
What do you think happens though? What does Sebastian do?
I think he's gonna vacate, like I've been saying. I think he's gonna
fight
vacate the
Virgil?
brown belt. The shit is, look, Virgil is a bigger fight than Xander. I think it is. In California, if you did it over there, it's bigger, but you're gonna lose, bro. You're gonna lose, and you think Samson's gonna put his guy in a situation where he's gonna lose? I don't think so, bro.
I'd rather see Virgil and Sayas, honestly.
No, I rather see that. I think we are going to see that. I think we are. I don't know about it 154. Maybe if they both get 2 alphabet titles, maybe, right? But it's just as possible to happen at 160. So I'm not really worried. And I've always kind of felt when they fight, it'll probably be at middleweight. But that's not really the point. The point is, what is Sebastian going to do? I don't think Samson is going to put him in a fight with Virgil because Virgil will beat him. He has to, you got to know Virgil's going to steamroll him. You have to know that. So why would you put him in that? If it was just about the bread, I just did a video where Samson basically admitted the guy that they offered him for all those millions of dollars was Callum Smith. The guy Turkey offered him was Callum Smith. And he said it was for millions. If you won't let David Benavidez fight Callum Smith, why am I going to believe you're going to let Sebastian fight Virgil? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
So he's either gonna fight Adames or Lara.
Uno de los dos. Yeah, that's what I see. They're gonna keep it in house. Like, you got a 42-year-old Lara. He's not good for anything. Your guy's big. You figure you can Jarrett hurt him. Something like that. Like, yeah, we'll just steamroll that old guy. I don't think he stays at junior middle. I think the first belt he drops is the BO, and over the summer he'll drop the BC. That's what I think.
Hey, Jules, I got a question for you. Who do you think is going to have the balls to fight Murtazaliev next?
Bohachuk. He doesn't have a choice. It's the only way he could get at a title. You know, look, I like Xander, right? If he gets the BO, Top Rank is not letting him fight that fucking Russian. And Virgil's a good kid. He's a good fucking kid. Like, don't get me wrong, but he just fought Bohachuk. He just fought Madrimov. Do I think Golden Boy now gonna send him in there with this guy? Not like that. Not like that. Like, yeah, Bohachuk, Madrimov, then this inbred motherfucker. I don't think so.
No, and the only way Bohachuk is gonna get a Virgil rematch is if he gets a belt.
Yeah, it's the only way it happens. Like, it's the natural fight to make, and it's a great fight, by the way. It's Russia versus Ukraine also, so you could use that. You know, the geopolitical angle. It literally is Russia versus Ukraine. Might as well do it because nobody wants to fight Bakram except the guys in the ranks. And I think I forgot who's number one in the IBF or who the highest ranked contender is in the IBF. Is it Charles Conwell? I forgot, but those are the only guys that would be interested in fighting Bakram at this point. Whoever becomes right. There is no mandatory. It's Lubin versus whoever the fuck that other guy is. That's gonna be the mandatory. And come on, like, Lubin gonna get fucked up.
Oh no!
Yeah. To see that,
Lubin gonna get sparked out. Like,
he's gonna look like fucking Martin again.
Lubin gonna get like I don't know why you going that route, bro. That dude is gonna fuck you up, man. But hey, more power to him, right? You know,
hey, if he wants to have the best resume in 154 like he claims, then you better fight Murtazaliev.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, and it's gonna be on Pro Box, which is the wild part. Nobody wants to talk about that neither. Lubin is fighting on Pro Box, y'all. Do you need more indication? You need more indication that the PBC ain't got no fucking money? Lubin is on Pro Box.
Yeah, they pay their fighters on Pro Box.
Lubin's gonna get hit with that left hook, and he's gonna be done, dude. Oh man,
for real. Shout out to ASVP. Xander gets the fight. Virgil won't, though. I disagree because Top Rank is heavily invested in Xander, and I don't think they're gonna send him to the PBC. The only way it happens is on Top Rank. I don't think there's gonna be a purse bids. I don't think none of that. I think they're gonna drop that belt. That's easy.
I don't think we see Xander fight the rest of the year then.
No, he'll fight. He'll probably fight.
I mean, not Xander. I'm sorry, Fendora. I don't think we see him.
No, I don't know because they could always do that Lara fight like that. Lara's right there, bro. And what the fuck does he cost? They probably buy him a pack of juicy fruit and he's fucking ready to go, bro. Like,
no, he been in America long too. He want to pay that.
Wait, but didn't Aram say that they had the New York date for the Puerto Rican Day Parade? So who
and they're not moving off of that. Look, Posiblemente Charles Conwell, because behind Xander in the ranks in the BO is Charles Conwell. That's the next guy, so you might get that for the vacant WBO title.
That's not an easy fight, though, Jules.
No, it's not an easy fight, but who's the best guy Charles Conwell beat?
No, it's not. But
Conwell versus Zayas?
Who's the best guy Charles? Just tell me who's the best guy Charles Conwell beat.
No, I mean, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, damn, that's kind of like a tough fight for a Puerto Rican Day Parade. Like, you know,
I'm not saying it's not I'm not saying it's not a tough fight. Charles is a good mid-range to inside fighter, but Xander has actually already seen that before. Patrick Teixeira. That dude is durable as fuck. Hard as hell to knock out. That's the dude that beat Adames. I don't... Charles is all right, but I don't really know how good you are. You haven't fought anybody. Maybe you're better than I think. I'm not saying that he's bad, but you haven't fought anybody, bro. You ain't even fought a Kurbanov. You ain't fought nobody. So I don't know how good he is.
I think Oscar will send him over.
I mean, shit. If he don't protect him, like, nah, we're not going to send him. Pick somebody else. Because Oscar don't got a lot to work with right now anyway. Not too much. You know, he just signed a couple of kids. He signed Pacheco's little brother, the big one, the heavyweight. He signed him. And we'll see what he could turn him into, you know, but... Yeah, I don't mind Zayas versus if you look at the ranks, it's Zayas, Conwell, it's Josh Kelly after that, and I'm like, come on, dog, Xander will knock out Josh Kelly, and he don't even hit that hard. He'll knock out Josh Kelly, bro.
Josh Kelly's still a fucking thing.
No, he's there, bro. He's like number 4 or number 5 or some shit. I was just looking at the ranks, and it's like, yeah, Xander will be okay. Like, I know he's not big on power. I'm not trying to sell him to y'all, but for the boxing, yeah, he could beat some of these guys. Mm-hmm. The ones that's dangerous for him, the dangerous fights, is Virgil, Bohachuk, Bakram, because those guys, either they could punch or they throw a lot of punches. Either way, they're like, yeah, they're gonna put you in some shit. You're gonna have to respond because they're gonna put you in some shit. You know, fucking Bohachuk not gonna stop throwing punches. He's not gonna stop, bro. Bakram, he might catch you with either that right hand or that left hook. I don't know how you're gonna take it. And Virgil, that's your super fight. That is your Moby Dick. That's your white whale. Y'all gotta build that because that's the Puerto Rico versus Mexico of the next generation. So y'all gotta keep winning and doing y'all thing. But that is those guys aside, yeah, he could beat Sebastian Fundora. Fuck yeah, that dude is. Come on now.
No, but that fight with Sandro Sayers is not gonna happen because what you were talking about in the relay, they didn't ban him in the official transmission. He was there the whole time, and they didn't show him. So that you know what time it is.
And somebody in production told me that. So somebody in y'all know who he told me. He instructed not to pan over to him. Like, oh, this is the Crawford shit all over again. Y'all want to act like he doesn't exist, even though this is literally his mandatory. Literally,
that's the fucked up shit, man.
That's a bullshit. Be like,
and the Puerto Rican kid, what's his name?
Huh?
No, when Fundora was interviewed, post fight, it's like, yeah, the Puerto Rican kid. What's his name? I don't. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
No, but the other thing is that's why the sport is the way that it is. That even though these same politics sort of exist in the UK, they still do it to a degree. Boxer doesn't omit the existence of matchroom fighters. Matchroom fighters don't omit the existence of Queensbury fighters, even when they was beefing, even when they was rivals and all of that, and they wasn't cool the way they are now. They never omitted the existence of each other's fighters the way they do in America. In America, they tried to act like Crawford don't got a belt or Crawford don't exist. Now y'all doing that with Zayas.
No, say what it is. It's about the PBC.
Well, yeah, it's the PBC really, because nobody else is that shit.
And in that division,
say it again.
The WB no Keith Thurman.
Right. Yeah, we don't fight for that belt. Well, all right, bro. Whatever, bro. Whatever you say, bro. Meanwhile, one of y'all champions, Stephen Fulton, had the BO. Brian Castaño had the BO, but PBC fighters don't fight for the BO, or is it PBC fighters don't fight top rank fighters for the BO? Which it's always some stupid, silly shit with them dudes. Like, it's like, man, I just can't wait for y'all to go under, and I don't think it'll be long now. I can't wait for them to go away. That whole stable.
What's fascinating just this year, a year it took. Tim Zizou's the dark horse in that division. If he loses, he's done, I think.
Yeah, man, but I'll be honest that I don't have the most faith that he beats Joey Spencer. I'm not saying I think he's. I'm not saying the thing is I'm not saying I think he's gonna lose, but look at it, undefeated. Look at it. Jarvis lost to Thurman. Nicholson lost to Brown. Bad things happen in threes. Who's the next Australian fighting an American?
Yeah, and I liked him. He's an entertaining fighter, but if you lose, get the fuck out of here, bro. You deserve it. Stupid ass decisions.
Yeah, if you can't beat Joey Spencer, bro, that's it, bro. Just go get some kangaroos and ride them into the outback, bro.
But can we address the elephant in the room that Jermell Charlo being rumored to be coming back in May?
Bro, that dude been rumored to be coming back for 2 years. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, I if he does come back, I really don't think it'll be at 54. It might make more sense for him have a tune-up at 60 than fight Adames. That would make more sense.
Who you're talking about?
Charlo, Jermell.
Was he the one that was using his wife as a sparring partner?
I don't know. I mean, I think they both.
He's got WBC champion and recent status.
God.
Shout out to Eric Dunn. How long does PBC have, you think? Another year, maybe? Another year and a half? Because I just can't see. I don't see how this is sustainable. I don't see how. There's no money. You've been outsourcing fighters for the last year and a half, really longer than that, because I started seeing PBC fighters that normally fought exclusively on the PBC the last 2 years. It didn't start last year. They've been doing that. When you saw Charles Martin on a Top Rank show, I saw Gallo Negro on another show. They've been doing that. It's just getting more and more obvious. Now Lubin is fighting on Pro Box, right? It's like, yeah, y'all don't got no money to keep them dudes active over there. So I just don't see how you could sustain like that. I don't see it. Maybe they'll still do Gervonta fights if Gervonta's still around, if he doesn't lose to Roach or something. But I don't see how they can personally.
And I gotta point this out, man. That fight last night between Fundora and Booker, man. That crowd was pitch black, man. Because I don't think that it did a good gate.
Did you see the pictures from the arena that Mr. Pull-Up posted on Twitter? That shit was a ghost town, bro.
Let me go see.
Fuck.
Yeah, like most of the people was funneled to the front. All that shit in the back was empty, bro. And I ain't trying to knock Sebastian. Like I said, I don't think he's a bad kid, but honestly, he's not someone who should be headlining shows at all. You shouldn't be headlining, bro. Honestly.
No, if we're gonna be honest, fuck that kid. Because I really lost respect for him when he was calling out Spence. Like Spence, what? That guy doesn't even have a trainer. He's coming up from a loss, and you want to fight him at 154. It's like, what? Do you have all these other guys and you want to fight him?
If we're being honest, it wasn't him. It was fucking Sam.
Yeah, pero también he's not a robot, bro. Like we see fighters. If Canelo went against Oscar's wishes and he fought Lara, we can't make excuses for these guys. And Canelo had way more to lose in fighting Lara than you do, but he went against Oscar's wishes and he did that. Stephen Fulton went against their wishes and he fought Inoue. Spence went against their wishes and fought Crawford.
Look,
regardless, Spence put the battery on his back.
The best example of all this shit. Do you remember the Rocky 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Rocky was talking with Mickey about his career, he was telling him, look, those guys were bums. And Rocky was like, what? Are you telling me those fights were fixed? No, they weren't fixed, but those guys weren't a contender level. It's the kind of guys that you get to keep you active, you keep you winning and making money. That's what Mickey said. That's my duty as a manager, because he was acting as a manager, as a trainer. But who asked for Calvin Lang?
Rocky.
Yeah, he didn't need to have that fight. He could have docked him, but he looked for that fight. Win or lose, yeah, maybe Rocky did a bunch of shit, but he lost the fight. But he asked for the fucking fight. And that's the best example for all these other guys. Yeah, the manager is gonna make it his duty. Is gonna try to make you good fight for you, but the guy that needs to ask for the big fight.
Fundora, and he's not going to. He's not going to. Neither is David.
God damn! I just saw the video. There's probably about 3,000 people in that arena last night.
Trying to tell you, bro. That shit. He shouldn't be headlining. That's not. When he lost to Brian Mendoza at the Punch Bowl, right? It was it was worse. It was actually worse than that. There was less people at that shit. It's like, bro, like this dude should not be main eventing shows. It's nothing against him, but if this is what the crowd reception looks like, why is he in the main event? Go on now. Shout out to Liam Roscoe. Zayas wants to marinate a Walsh fight. Another young boxer who wants to be a businessman. Fight the fights and the money will come. Who Walsh? Who the fuck is Walsh?
Nico Ali Walsh.
Nah, Nico ain't. He ain't. Nico is at middleweight.
Super middle.
Yeah, like they ain't marinating nothing. Like he wants his title shot. That's what he talking about. And yeah, I'm with him. Like these fights need to happen quicker because people are getting bored. That's why the business is the way it is now. People are getting bored. They need to get excited again. They can't. If we always got to wait a year and a day and a million videos from a million content creators about the same fucking thing. Like, just make the fucking fights, bro. Yeah. Shit. Callum Walsh. Well, I don't know what Callum Walsh did, but I don't put Callum Walsh ahead of the fight with Fundora that he's pursuing. Like, why would I? I ain't knocking him for that. I don't know Callum Walsh, but he wants the Fundora fight. That's the fight he's supposed to want. That's the title shot.
They ordered it.
Yeah. Callum Walsh is the fight. Oh, the UFC Fight Pass dude, the dude that Tom Loeffler promotes. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, like, in fairness, I'm 100% sure Xander beats him. 100% sure. But in fairness, that could be big in New York because that kid, he does draw the Irish out in New York. He does. If you look at the crowds that he's drawing, they'll come out for him, and obviously the Puerto Ricans would come out for Xander. So that it's not a bad fight to make when the time comes.
Hi, how is your day today?
My day is amazing now that you're here.
Yes, same with me.
I feel incredible. Same. Everybody say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Noel.
Hello.
Hey, Noel.
How you doing?
Hola.
Hi, how are you?
We're fine.
What are you guys talking about? Fighting?
Yeah, we're talking about Virtuoso's upcoming fight with Undefeated at the Punch Bowl.
Who won?
He's
I'm
Virtuoso.
Undefeated is still undefeated.
He tickled his balls and he started laughing, and it was just crazy. It's crazy.
It's really awkward to watch, but in the end, everyone got off.
Everybody was satisfied at the end.
I'll give you a rematch, Virtuoso.
You wildin', man.
But no. In fairness, and I don't say this. It's just reality. Yeah, Callum Walsh versus Xander Zayas in New York does a good gate. You could definitely feel like you could do business with that. But I think Xander wins. Like, yeah, like, come on now. That's not a hard pick, you know, but that Callum Walsh kid, he does draw well in New York. He does. So I get it. But I wouldn't call that a duck because it's like, what you think going to happen if they fight? You think Callum Walsh going to beat him? Okay. I'll take that bet. Back to the shit. Yeah, man, they need to fight, man. Too bad about Pacheco and Mabili. Too bad about that, but I never thought that was gonna happen. I think Pacheco would have won, but we'll never know.
This TKO league might be something that we need, honestly.
Do no ve la situación Undefeated. You see how it is that everything is so slow moving, bro.
The managers, get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. So también the one in charge of Manny Pacquiao promotions, Gibbs,
Sean Gibbons. Sean
Gibbons, bro. Look how stupid Cruz looks, waiting on a Tank Davis rematch.
Bro, he could have fought Ryan off a year layoff
in New York City. You dumb motherfucker.
Oh my god.
It's like, bro, now one fight that I see that might happen is Keyshawn versus De Los Santos. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, bro. I'll fucking take it. Yeah, why not?
I like that fight.
The only caveat is De Los Santos hasn't fought in like 2 years.
Yeah, Keyshawn gonna whoop his ass.
I think he would have knocked him out anyway, but that's what people are gonna use against Keyshawn. The dude hasn't fought. Well, whose fucking fault is that?
Is that guy okay? Because he had a brain bleeding or something like that.
Yeah, he did, right? From sparring, I think it was, right?
Yeah, De Los Santos was looking like he wasn't coming back, probably.
Bueno, if that doesn't end his career, Keyshawn, well, I don't make the rules, bro. He's gonna punch you in the face.
I heard he had an illness last year. That's why he didn't fight. But I have a guess that he's gonna be cutting a lot of weight to make 135.
For real, that dude's been eating platens all day, bro. Shout out to Eric Dunn. Where do you see American boxing short-term and long-term after the fall of PBC? Believe it or not, I think American boxing will pick up, but it's going to take some time because they have to forget all the bullshit from this era. Still, there is hope because as stupid as Rolly is and as stupid as Ryan is, that fight moves the needle. It absolutely does. if Ryan wins, if Devin wins, right? If they make it to the rematch with each other, that's another American fight involving American fighters that also moves the needle. Like their rematch, if they can get there, I don't know if they can. I think Ryan can, but I don't know about Devin, bro. I don't know about this. Anyway, if they can make it there, that could be a million. That could be a million pay-per-view buys. I think that could be a million pay-per. The rematch is controversy, it's racism, it's George Floyd, it's all type of shit that got all attached to this fucking rematch. Because Ryan is a racist and Devin can't hit hard and he's married to a slut or he impregnated a slut or some shit. It's a lot of shit going on. But it always happens in waves though. You got to remember. So if things are kind of dry right now, that's because they're about to pick up. If things are kind of dry right now.
So is that literally the biggest American fight we got
at the moment?
I mean,
name a bigger one, bro. Name a bigger one. That is a fight that can happen. That is bigger.
Shit, I can't.
I think that's the biggest at the moment.
Look at the UK though. God damn, the UK with Conor Ben. Fuck, bro, that shit over there is crazy.
It's a fertile environment, but I think it's because the men are still men over there, to be honest, bro. Like, I look at the correlation between sports and interest in sports. Don't you notice that interest in sports in America is declining? Interest in the NBA, interest in I think the NFL numbers are down. I don't know how true that is. You guys could check that for me.
NFL numbers are up.
They're up. So which are the numbers that are down? NBA?
NBA is the one that's down. Baseball's hard to gauge because it's like they have so many games in the season. Like some games get really high numbers, some games get really low numbers, and some are at Wednesday afternoon. Like it's hard to gauge.
Shout out to Liam. Not calling Zayas a duck, however, don't need to marinate it either. Both young, both draw a crowd, make it happen. Enough of this marinate garbage. Yeah, but he's on the cusp of a title shot, Liam. What's he supposed to do? Prioritize Liam Walsh over a title shot? He's on the cusp of a title shot. I thought it was 120 days, by the way. It's only 20 days they got before it goes to a purse bid. I thought it was 120 days.
Yeah,
it's less than a month, bro.
Yeah, that's super short.
Yeah, he's dropping that belt.
He's dropping that belt. Because at least that was what I read, that they have 120 days to do the fight. The shit I just seen on Twitter from Gustavo is 20 days, bro. That shit is not happening, bro. That's not going.
Yeah, because 120, that's 4 months.
I mean, even that might, in some instances, even that's not enough time, you know? So 20 days, he's dropping that fucking belt, bro. Easy. The other thing is, the reason I think he's hitting the gas is because Sebastian didn't do anything for a year. You had the belt for like a year and you didn't do nothing. You just fought a voluntary, so it's not like they was in a hurry to strip you. But like, yeah, now we need to know what the fuck you about to do, bro. You know?
Sounds like David Benavidez.
David Benavidez.
Motherfucker.
So look, I'm gonna go fucking take a piss. You guys sing songs of glory. Be right back.
All right.
Now, guys, what I'm telling you is not the managers. It's the fighters. You have to put the pressure on the fighters. The manager's gonna do what they're supposed to do. Look out for the guys. It's really it's fishy. It's complicated to say how much the managers and the promoters are entangled. They don't supposed to be like that. But at the end of the day, it's the fighters that's supposed to call for the fight.
Yeah, because they call the shots, man. They get offered the fights that are being given to them by their managers or promoter, and they got to make the decision. Like I really don't buy into the excuses over Saad and Billy versus Pacheco being, negotiations going to a crash because of disagreement over where the fight should be held. Because listen, Usyk showed like, yo, I could win, in somebody else's home turf. You know what I mean? He exemplified what a world champion looks like. So it shouldn't matter to him, Billy, whether the fight is in California or wherever he's from, and just like Pacheco is. They should just make the fight happen. That's it. They shouldn't be worried about oh, what the crowd noise is, how is it going to influence the judges. If you believe in yourself, you go take that fight, man. Because I think that's just a bullshit excuse.
No, but you're talking about Mabili and Pacheco.
Yeah, they had the reason why that fight's not happening because it's the timing and the place. And I say fuck all that. Just make the fight happen.
I think it's different when they're both contenders, because if you cannot get into an agreement with both promotional companies, with both managers, yeah. But if you're talking about the title fight, yeah, you as a champion, you're supposed to defend your belt, and as a contender, as the number one contender, you're supposed to search for the fight and try to make everything that you can to make that fight happen. Yeah. And when any of the parts tries to talk about sides of the street, that's like, okay, dude. Whether we
that's just code for like not wanting to fight. I get it. But yeah, guys, Mayor and Sandy Ryan is next weekend. Who you guys got?
I got Mayor again.
Yeah, that was a good ass fight. Jesus Christ, I gotta go with Mayor.
I think Mayor can still beat her, man, for real. But
she can make the adjustments necessary to make it more easy for her.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Sandy. I think that.
So you think she'll fight a lot better than she did last time? Because I felt that Sandy Ryan was conservative.
No, because that whole thing with the balloon and the being assaulted before the fight, like whatever, there's not gonna be any of those shenanigans this time. I don't think anyway.
That was really weird, though, man. I mean, who? I mean, do you think Mayor's team really had something to do with that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, man, come on, like that's a given, bro. Like, look, it's inside information. Only the fighters know and their teams what hotel the other fighter is staying at, as well as at what time they're going to leave the hotel. This is inside shit. And this is like, I got this from the inside because I said it in a video. Somebody on the inside said, yeah, the fighters and their teams know what hotels they're staying at and when they're going to leave to make it to the garden. They're always positioned near the garden. So only so many people would have known that Sandy was coming out of that hotel. You know, nobody knows her in America like that to be waiting. And you could see in the video, the car was waiting for her to come outside. Now, I don't think it was Michaela herself or a member of her training team. If I had to guess who did it, it was either Jenny Fuchs, or O'Shea Jones, because they were both in New York for the fight. I think it was one of them. I think they were, at minimum, I think they were in the car. It's just, that's some shit girls do, bro. Like, come on, like, think about girls and the shit they do to each other. That's some shit girls do.
Right.
You mentioned coming out, what time they come out the hotel. Did you see the ring walk time for Canelo and William Skull, bro?
What's the ring walk time?
Oh boy, let me see. It says 6 a.m. Riyadh, 4 a.m. UK, 11 p.m. New York,
El Diablo,
8 p.m. Los Angeles.
Thank
bueno,
God.
I mean, no, pero también for an American audience, that's accommodating because that is what we're used to, isn't it?
Yep.
Canelo ring walk 11 p.m. You know, they got to fix it to the audience that picks up his fights the most. That's here. That's not the UK.
Thank God we're on the West.
4 a.m. in the UK. Jesus Christ.
No, pero I mean, like, some people are going to be waking. Well, not work because that's the weekend. It's going to be a Sunday. So, but you know, they're used to staying up for boxing matches. You talk to somebody from the UK, and they'll tell you they stay up for the bigger matches. I don't know if they're going to stay up for that one or wake up earlier for that one because it's William Skull. But we'll see. You know, we'll see.
You make it sound like a consolation prize, Jules.
No, it's just because he's another guy who's gonna fight like Charlo did. That's what it's not. He's not gonna try, bro. Like with Munguia, he tried. He did try. He tried to make a fight of it. Whereas Berlanga and Charlo, they was on ice skates. Skull is gonna be on ice skates, bro. Go watch the Shishkin fight. He's gonna be on ice skates, bro.
Right.
Canelo should beat him. He should beat him. You know, Munguia versus Sarache is on there. Bacoli versus I like personally. I like the card personally. I think it's a better card than Canelo's last two cards. I can't remember who was on the undercard of the Berlanga fight. I can't remember who was on the Munguia one. But this one, you got Rosicki versus Jack. And at minimum, I know somebody's getting knocked out. I think it's going to be Jack. He's old. He's 40-something years old. He ain't fought in 2 years. I think he's going to get knocked out. But you never know. Maybe Jack will pull something out his ass and he could do to him what he did to Makabu. But somebody is definitely getting knocked out in that fight. In a Jogba versus Bacoli, yes, somebody's getting knocked out in that fight, bro. I think that card, and I think Munguia is going to stop him in the first half. I think Munguia is going to stop Sarache in the first half. That card, we might whiz by that shit, bro. That shit might go quick.
It's filled with knockouts.
Yeah, that shit might go quick. And you see the Turkey's not doing the concerts at them shits no more. He don't got Eminem. He ain't doing that shit. So I think it'll go quick.
All I gotta say is that Munguia better beat Soros this time around, because if he
doesn't, he's gonna beat Ceviche, bro. He's gonna beat Ceviche. I think he is. Like that was just a freak fucking accident, bro. French guys don't win fights, bro. Come on, they don't win wars. They don't win fights. Come on. Look at Tony Yoka, bro. Come on.
He said French guys don't win fights.
Damn, win fights, bro. Come on.
That's not crazy.
Why would you go there like that, man?
And not for nothing, Munguia's Mexican citizenship should be on the line. That, bro, if you don't win this fight, you are from Ecuador, bro.
El Salvador, el hijo.
For real, you gotta win this one, you know. So we'll see what happens. But to me, it's a good card.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell?
See, motherfuckers come in here. I don't know, like, what the fuck?
Wait, what? What was that?
I have no idea. But yeah, it's a good card. I think it's the best undercard Canelo's had in a while, because I literally cannot remember who fought on the last couple of undercards. I think Plant Macumbi was on the last one, right? That was in the Berlanga undercard, I think.
Yeah,
the only one I remember. That's the only fight I remember, and that's because Caleb got knocked down. It's not like it was a great fight, because it wasn't, but I remember that.
And then Elon Musk, bro.
Oh yeah, Mark Castro. Yeah, but come on, Mark Castro.
Yeah.
I think they dropped him, bro.
God damn.
No, porque tú no viste que Eddie signed 4 Olympians, one from the UK, one from India, one from America, and Tiramoana. Right, he's got 4 Olympians, 4 blue chip prospects, so he might have phased out the others, bro. Marquez, like, he been trying with Elon, but that dude just ain't it, bro.
Who's Verde signed to?
Marco Verde. I heard that he went with Eddie. As far as management.
Oh, okay.
I heard he went with Eddie Reynoso, so that's not a bad look. Eddie'll have you fighting on those Canelo shows. Marco, and he's on the undercard. You know that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's on there. Munguia. Okay. Yeah. FA versus Bacoli.
Yeah. I like that fight. Somebody's getting knocked out, bro.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's getting knocked out. Like, those are a lot of the main card. Those are gonna end in knock. Like, come on, B. Munguia Ceviche is not going with fucking decision, bro. Hell no. Hell no. It's not going to a fucking decision, bro. And Rosicki is what I like about the Rosicki fight is we're gonna know early what's gonna happen, because he fights the same way every fight.
He fights the same way every fight. For better.
Oh my god.
Right, you gotta get the fuck out.
Oh my god, you gotta get the fuck out.
Who was that?
Motherfuckers trying to cause me to go deaf in here with that fucking echo. Fix the mic, man.
Who was that?
That was Ignacio, bro.
That was Ignacio, bro.
You all right, Joe?
Put it back on.
Poor Ignacio, man. He caught it straight for no reason.
Damn.
That shit hurt my ears. What the fuck was I saying? What the fuck was I talking about? Right,
I don't even remember anymore.
Rosicki's a pressure guy, so you already know from the opening bell, you know what he's about to do. And it's either he going to steamroll Jack, or Jack is going to walk him into some shit. The reason I don't think Jack is going to walk him into no shit is because, like I said, this dude is 42 years old. He ain't fought in 2 years, right? Motherfucking Rosicki went to Bridgerweight, and he fought that Colombian dude, the swole one that looked like Van Damme. The Colombian dude, the one that Dillian White fought. If he couldn't... All right, bro.
You got right. I'm sorry.
You gotta go, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you got going on with your mic, bro. If Oscar Rivas could not knock out Ryan Rositsky, I don't think Badu Jack's knocking out Ryan Rositsky, bro. I don't think. So we'll find out early what happens with that. It's a good card. And it's probably only like $25, which is the even better part. It's only $25, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
that's such a lovely thing.
Piracy beats that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but if you that broke, like dog, I spend more money in McDonald's than I spend on a fucking Turki Alalshikh pay-per-view, bro. I spend more.
Yeah, there's no excuse, man.
My average McDonald's run is $27. If a motherfucker don't have $27, listen, brother, I don't need to know what you think about anything. Get your fucking life together. You don't have $25.
That's a haircut.
Word, that's a hair shit. Like, man, I spend more than that on Chinese food. So if you the type of adult that you ain't got $25 to throw at a pay-per-view, I don't need to know what you think about anything. No one does. Get your life together. You're gonna try this again.
Hello?
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 The fuck?
Hello?
Can we hear you?
Hello?
Country, is that you?
No, I'm
Jason.
Hello?
Jason.
Yo. I eat ass.
Jason.
What's up?
I said I eat ass.
Virtuoso?
Call back again.
Virtuoso? Leo.
Who's this?
Leo.
Yeah.
Leo. Leo.
Can you hear me?
Leo.
Yeah, fuck you.
You can't do that shit to Leo.
Yo el coro, yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. You hear this, motherfucker? God damn, Leo.
But nah, yeah, I think it's a good card, man, especially for $25, if nothing else. If the fights aren't appealing, and I don't know why the fights wouldn't be appealing. That it's like, yo, dog, like, do I gotta tell you that it's a good show? You don't watch boxing? That's a good show. Bacoli coming off a loss. We don't know if he really we don't really know if he the boogeyman. We don't really know. FA might get him. It's a good fight. You can't complain. So I don't know, man. It's getting to the point where you gotta wonder, like, yo, if y'all don't like boxing like that, why the fuck y'all on Twitter every day talking about boxing? Shit is crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Yo.
Good.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Oh,
Leo.
This guy.
Leo.
What?
Damn it.
What?
Leo? I can't do it.
Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Leo.
Bueller. Bueller.
I never saw that movie.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
It was a fun movie.
And yeah, next week, which is the fights next week? It's Farmer versus Zepeda and Ryan versus Mayer. I'm not expecting any surprises in Farmer versus Zepeda, to be real. He's gonna get him again.
And Brian Norman.
If he loses that fucking fight, bro.
I can't wait for that fight. Jesus, I can't wait.
If he loses that fight, bro, I'm gonna
Bro.
drive to Unbiased's house and shit on his fucking front door, bro. forever hyping up that dude, bro.
Unbiased was not gonna come back in here in a year, bro.
No, Unbiased is just gonna watch football for the rest of the year. College football.
That's it, bro. That's it.
He's done. Like he's gonna be done with boxing for a little while, you know. But I don't expect any. The other thing is, let me say this: I don't expect anything different to happen. I think Mayer's gonna win the rematch. I think she won the first fight. I picked her to win the first fight. I think she'll win the second one. Norman is the one that I'm kind of like, yeah, this dude ain't fought in a minute. We'll see what happens. Go ahead.
Apart from that little bullshit that he did with the whole taxes, whatever, I like Brian. Brian's a good fighter. He's exciting. He comes forward. He reminds me of a young James Kirkland. You know,
I mean, like if I like Brian. I don't like Brian's father. I don't like Brian's management. He comes across well, Brian, if you watch his interviews. He comes across well. Like they need to let him do most of the talking because he actually comes across well. But the dad talking all that shit, and it's the other day his dad was like, "They not calling for us." Well, why the fuck would they be calling for y'all? They got a unification match already. The one y'all didn't want. Why the fuck would they be calling for y'all? It's like a cartoon, bro.
I don't know if James Kirkland's the comp I'd go for. Norman, like, just saying.
I mean, like, I wouldn't compare him to Kirkland, but he seems like a good kid, honestly, and he needs more screen time than his management and his father. He needs more screen time, you know? And we'll see what shakes out.
Grow some balls and assume the position, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The reason why your dad's speaking up is because you let him.
It feels like it's taken forever for this Boots Stanionis fight. Like, when is that shit?
It's a Stanionis
2 weeks.
fight. It's never happening.
Yeah, like
Shit, bro. It feels like we've been waiting for that for months.
Bro, it feels like I've been waiting forever for that Frank Warren card to finally make a DAZN debut.
Oh, yeah, but it's fucked up, bro. Okoli versus Reactpour not happening, and Joyce versus White not happening. They got Hergovic in there. Which, yeah, that's not happening. Dillian pulled out. He fucked up his thumb.
Yeah.
I saw it, but I'm not gonna lie. I saw somebody sent me a picture of the injury. It's pretty fucking gross. It's fucking.
But Joyce is still fighting on that card.
No, he's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting Hergovic. Right. So it's not a bad fight, you know. It's not a bad fight. It's Hergovic, you know.
Could be a banana peel.
Yeah, they're both I mean, like, Joe's not coming off a loss, but you know, Hergovic is coming off a loss. We ain't seen him since he got his ass beat by Daniel. Yeah. But still, it's a good fight. It is a good fight. Like, I'll take it. Hergovic versus Joyce. I'll take it. It's a good fight.
I mean, it's two names. I'm not sure if it'd be a good fight because when was the last time Hergovic wasn't a good fight other than when Dubois was whooping his ass?
The shit is that even though Hergovic is slow and cumbersome, you at minimum know what Joe is going to do. You know what Joe's going to do. Joe's either going to get punched in the mouth or punch Hergovic in the mouth. So he's going to create an environment where no matter what, it's going to be a fight. No matter what. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw big, dumb, slow punches. He's going to get hit. It's going to be a fight.
I will say I am curious. Now, I am curious how Hergovic is going to get a rabbit punch on Joyce. That does interest me a little bit.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. But you know, I like the way the cards stacked up better before with Reactpour and Okoli and White versus. You never know. I mean, the whole fucking injury could be fake. I don't rule that out. I just know that they did send me a picture of what is intended to be the injury, and if that really happened, yeah, that's fucking gross, bro.
Yeah, it's an STD. It's an STD from Madonna. That's what it was.
Not Richard. Richard's not the one that pulled out. Lawrence pulled out.
Fuck. I know. I'm just
and Dillian's injury is some shit with his thumb. Like his shit was split in the picture that I saw. It was disgusting, But we'll see. You know, Dillian White's career is kind of weird because he's coming off of 2 wins, but if it doesn't feel like it, it feels like he's coming off a loss when he's literally coming off of 2 wins.
Yeah, that injury, you know, stifled his momentum.
No, it was that, and he got caught with pets, and then he supposedly wasn't pets. It was contamination of one of his supplements or something like that.
Yeah, but he proved it. He proved it. The reason you got to look at him differently is the penalties in the UK are a lot longer. So if he wouldn't have proved it, he might have been banned for 4 years, 2 to 4 years. Like, you see what they just did to Mauricio Lara? He's banned for like 2 years. Ryan Martin was banned for 4 years. That Dillian, that's how you know that, no, he legitimately proved that whatever they found in him must have come from a supplement, because the BBBOC don't play that shit. And that's the second time you tested positive for something. First time was Oscar Rivas. This is the second time. If you wouldn't have proved that shit, they'd have thrown the book at your ass. Oh, yeah. No? So, yeah. Wonder what Jarrell Miller's up to. We ain't seen or heard from that motherfucker since August of last year.
No, that guy.
He's waiting for the Andy Ruiz rematch.
For real. Where the fuck is Andy?
Same thing. He's probably waiting for that rematch.
The Phantom Zone.
No, he's trying to find some place to hide after that bullshit draw he got.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck they gave that dude a draw in that fight.
Just like they gave Elijah that bullshit win last night.
That shit was crazy, bro. Like, that's crazy. I was so wrong about him, bro. I thought he was gonna be some shit. Elijah Garcia. I was so wrong
Yeah,
about him, bro.
he might be done. Like that loss he took might have taken it out of him, and who knows?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Jules, what'd you think about that Martinez kid, man?
Lester? Oh yeah, he looked great, bro. He looked fucking
he
great.
did.
Looked great. He's a dark horse at 168, but now we need to start seeing him against familiar faces.
Yeah, he needs to step
Give
up
me
the competition a
Lester Martinez versus Eric Bazinian. Lester Martinez. Well, he already fought Gongora, I think, right? He fought Carlos.
Yeah, he
Gongora.
beat the hell out of Gongora.
Yeah.
Davis.
Wow.
So let
Against
me get Eric Bazinian, because Eric Bazinian gave Jaime a good fight when they did last year. He gave him a good fight. Let me get that. I'll take that.
Did Bazinian win against Butler a couple weeks ago?
I think he did. I think he's back in the winner's bracket. Does Golden Boy still have Bektamir?
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing with that guy? That pig nose, pig face motherfucker, man. Like that motherfucker need to.
he looks like a garbage pail kid.
What I think of him is this shit, bro. Like that's the main feature you got. Like that motherfucker look like a swine, like a pig. They need to use him. Back the bully, bro. God, talk about amateurs that really couldn't hack it, bro. Because he was a good amateur, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was good amateur.
Yeah, but he got
was
exposed as a
good
pro, man.
And
I
then
mean, you look at him,
Davis-
right? Sorry, but like you look at him, man. He looks like he throws his hooks from his ribcage.
Yeah, he's still making the same. He still makes the same mistake that got him knocked out by Rosado. He still leaps when he throws the hook.
Yeah, Gabe really fucked him up, bro.
Yeah, it feels like he's fought since then. It's like Golden Boy is getting him fights, but they don't have him going in any direction for anything. They just, occasionally get him a guy to beat up on, and that's about it. They're not using him for anything.
Beck the bully and Danny Beck is the same person, bro. They just ain't doing shit. Yeah.
But the thing is, I was gonna say, Jules, they don't have nobody at 68 at Golden Boy. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I mean, you could get something going with Eye of the Tiger. You know what I mean? They've had him long enough that they should have had a course for him. Like, what, are you gonna fight for the IBF, the Beast? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you actually doing? Because it doesn't look like they're doing anything with him. They just periodically get him a fight, and that's it.
He's there to fill cards. That's it.
Pacheco versus Beck, that wouldn't be bad.
That wouldn't be bad. I'll go Pacheco on that.
Yeah.
I'll go Pacheco on that. Or a better fight, just stylistically for us to watch, would be Mabili versus Melakuziev. Somebody's getting knocked out.
Hell yeah.
That fight is pure fucking violence.
They should just have him fight Sajo. Why not?
Yeah, that's not a bad fight. That's not a bad fight.
You gotta love a fight that's pure violence, man.
Yeah. Sajo versus him is actually a really good style matchup. Golden Boy just has to put the money up is the main thing, because unless y'all want to send back to France, you might as well. Now that I think about it, you just ship that motherfucker out, dog. You don't break the bank for a back to bully fight, And it would be for it would be an IBF final eliminator, because it was supposed to be Sajo and Mabili. Obviously, that's not happening. And Mabili's the one that walked away, so Sajo can still fight in an eliminator. Do that shit. Need some fucking fights. That division is too fucking deep for everything to be focused on Canelo all the time.
It seems like they're all waiting on Munguia. Like everybody mentions Munguia.
Yeah, they think he food now after ceviche. He ain't food. He'll be alright. Fucked up. He fucked up, but come on. Nobody's picking ceviche to win the rematch, bro. Nobody's picking that dude.
Yeah, Jules, he lost to a French dude. Like I can't. The Vietnamese beat the French. Like, come on now.
Bro, that shit is crazy that he lost to a French dude. Like, I don't even know if he's Mexican now. What if he's been lying all this time? Like, what if he's like Guatemalan or some shit?
If he knocks him out, he'll get his Mexican card back.
He fucking better knock him out.
Yeah, I know.
Can't be losing to French people, bro. That's fucking crazy.
We're gonna send that motherfucker. We're gonna send him to El Salvador with Bukele, bro.
For real, yo. Like They put him in that fucking big ass prison with the 50,000 MS-13s in there, bro. Like, yeah, you fucked up, bro. You can't be losing the French people.
He's gonna
bro.
need to be in there because the cartels are gonna be pissed off at him for losing if that happens.
That's crazy what Bukaka did, bro. He killed all the. Well, he didn't kill them, but he locked up all the gangs. Bukeke.
It was effective though because you know what? All the streets are safe there now.
That's what I heard. That is super duper safe there now.
Yo, Jules, but I don't know if you heard. Like, I was reading something about that whole fucking transport that the U.S. did, sending all those fucking MS dudes down there. Did you hear that motherfucker took a massive pay out from Trump to take them on?
What do you mean?
Like, he paid that motherfucker to take them. Like, he said, I'll give you this amount of money and you take them to El Salvador. Like, you let them stay in El Salvador. Like, supposedly, I was reading this article where they were talking about the Trump administration paid, how do you say his name? Bukeke or?
Bukele.
Yeah. Bukele. They paid him, or Bukele, they paid him $8 million to take all those MS dudes.
Well,
yeah, but what do you? Pero Ponoto, what do you think he did with them? He took them to the back of the prison and he fucking shot them.
No, the thing was that Bukele was like, look, you got a problem with these people. I got a big ass prison. I will take them, but I will also take those tax dollars that y'all were gonna use. So it was pretty much an even.
It's a square deal.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's a square deal. Like, yeah, you want me to take them, but I'm not gonna fucking take them for free. You gotta pay. I'm not mad at him, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm not mad at him. People expect this politics shit. You know, not you, but it's shit like that. Like, yeah, that's how it gotta be. That you want me to take these criminals because that's what they are. Okay, pay me. And I'm not mad at that.
I'll take them along with that tax money.
No, I assume that the deal was sweetened somehow. Like, I'd rather go to that than funding some Australian university. Do you hear that? Like, the Australian universities have an emergency meeting because the fucking Trump administration may cut their funding.
There's no way they were doing all that shit, bro. I can't believe it.
No, the reason, well, it's not that I believe they were doing all that shit. I believe those are money laundering operations to funnel the money to different accounts to make it, you know, like, yeah, we got this Australian squirrel school that's financed by the U.S. government. Meanwhile, all the money is going in some fucking guy's pocket. The stuff that's been coming out is like, yeah, there's no fucking way America was sending money for this shit. What it really is just a dummy company or a dummy this or a dummy that to put that money in some fucking senator's pocket.
Well, were they training squirrels to be secret spies and shit?
Training deaf squirrels to do sign language in Ireland, apparently. Like, come on, dog. Like,
oh, hang on. Hey, in World
Fuck is the Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Saying, bro, like, some of the stuff of this Elon Musk audit shit, it's like this has got to be a fucking joke. Like, a lot of the shit I saw, I'm like, this has got to be crazy.
No, Ignacio, they were secret squirrel and Morocco mole.
fucking what are transhuman studies like transhuman studies, like, what is this, like Cyberdyne or Cybernet or Skynet? What the fuck?
No, my favorite are the fucking roads to nowhere in Afghanistan or whatever. It was like, wait, the road to nowhere? What? No, you spent $800 million to build a road that led to nowhere.
Fucking Democrats, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Shit is crazy. They had the run of the place for 4 years, man. So whatever's going on, it was going on y'all watch. So it is what it is.
So what else we got coming up?
I mean, this upcoming Saturday is those two shows, the Golden Boy show and the Top Rank show. Then after that, bro, I don't know why Eddie's fucking up. I'm starting to think Eddie's fucking up. Nobody wants to see Hitchens Cambosos, bro. No one. Anywhere.
I saw a tweet from Glazer that said that the ticket sales were so low that Eddie's not gonna put it. He's gonna put it in Puerto Rico, I think he said.
No, they said New York, bro.
New York, yeah.
They said New York, and it's like nobody wants to see that, Eddie. Come on, you gotta know that people in New York don't want to see Hitchens versus Cambosos. Be real. If you doing a fight in New York, get the fucking Puerto Rican, bro. That's you could sell that in New York. You're not gonna sell Australian cat. Like, come on, B, what we doing?
Like, if you're not
Matias, man, Matias, it's right there, man. Like, fuck.
but that fight's gonna be so boring, bro. That'll be equivalent to Haney versus fucking Sander Martin, bro. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Man, bring your pillows, because you're gonna fall asleep, man, guaranteed.
That's why I feel that the fighters have too much autonomy these days. That like promoters should be able. I think the fighters have too much say so. Honestly, now I'm starting to think like, yeah, y'all have too much say so because now we're ending up with fights that we don't want. Nobody wants that fight.
That's the same thing with the NBA. These basketball players got too much say so, bro.
Yeah, Hitchens Cambosos in New York. Are you fucking joking, bro? Nobody want to see that.
And say what you will about the NFL, they at least are like, oh, you want to see a trade? Well, okay. Oh, what's that? No one was interested? That's what we thought. Take this contract and shut the fuck up.
Sit your ass down.
Shit is crazy. Like you can't just be putting on fights for the sake of putting on fights. You do that in New York, what do you think is gonna happen? You think like it's gonna be a miracle on 34th Street or some shit? Nobody want to see that shit, bro. Hitchens don't draw like that in New York. Now you get that motherfucking Puerto Rican. That IBF eliminated because he's mandatory. Subriel is the mandatory. So what the fuck we wasting time on George for?
Right.
Especially if you're not in Australia.
Is that a Hulu Theater fight?
Bro, that is a fucking high school auditorium at Brandeis fight.
They should put it in Times Square for free, like the way Turkey's doing the other court.
No, what they should do is
put that in front of the Port Authority. Fuck that.
They have to pull out bleachers in the gym that the big.
Bro, they need to put that shit on the roof and don't invite nobody because nobody want to see that shit.
No, what they need to do is they need to put it like a little school theater. They just put it on the stage and there's only like the little folding chairs on one side. That's what they need to do.
Like nobody, come on, like Eddie got to do better. Like, come on, Eddie. Like, I know shit is tough and all that, and you got commitments to these fighters, but this is bad business. Like, for real, this is bad business. Nobody in New York want to see that. I don't want to see that. Nobody on this panel want to see that. Come on now, you got to do better than that, man.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that shit.
They don't care about Shakur Hutchinson.
No, but that's another. You said Shakur.
Shakur Hutchinson.
Wow.
Because they don't want to earn. De verdad, lo que me molesta a mí is Matias versus Hitchens is so obviously a better fight in every way that you can imagine. Stylistically, it's a better fight. It's more intriguing. In terms of the alphabets, it makes sense. That's your mandatory. You need to handle this. Fiscally, it makes sense. You're doing a fight in New York. Use a Puerto Rican. What the fuck we doing? What are we doing, bro? Shit don't make sense.
Shout out to George Kambosos' manager, by the way, because that motherfucker turned a fluke win and 4 losses into $20 million.
That's fucking crazy how much money he got to make. But I mean, like, the buzz is gone because, like, I forgot whoever said it. That shit yesterday didn't sell, y'all. Like, yeah, nobody was. They gave away the tickets, is what it was. I heard they only sold 1,200, and the rest of it they gave it away.
Damn,
that's crazy.
I'm saying George is a spirited loser. You know, he's got heart. You could never question his heart, but people ain't gonna keep coming out to see you get your ass whooped. You gotta Chisora that shit. Like, it gotta be some wins in there, you know what I mean? Some. It can't just be you getting beat up.
Some Gabe Rosado in that bitch, but not you, bro. Nah.
Yeah, at least with Chisora, like, some of those losses were split decision losses where people said he won. Like,
yeah. Motherfucker just come out to get his ass beat. Or the weirdest thing about all of this is you had George, who was coming off a loss. Then you had Liam Paro, who was coming off a loss. Wouldn't that have been a better fight?
Yep.
Wouldn't that have been better in Australia? Liam Paro, George Kambosos, both coming off of losses, both from Australia.
Yeah.
It would have been a better fight.
What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. Like, he's fucked. Like,
right
I'm saying, like, he's. This is what I mean. Like, yo, I'm starting to see you fucking up, Ed. Like, come on now.
Jules, you need to stop. You need to stop right now. You're making way too much sense here. We don't do that shit.
Eddie's fucked up mentally, Jules, because Sky lost yesterday.
Well, that's another thing. She lost, but she'll be okay. It's not a big deal, to be honest, that she lost. But yeah,
I'm not even.
he needs to make better fights, man, for real. Like, yeah, you got to make better fights now. AJ is MIA. Got fucking Hitchens. I don't know, dog. Like to me, I would have told Hitchens, look, we'll honor your contract. We'll get you a hometown fight, but it got to be against a live body. It has to be, because otherwise, then what the fuck we doing? George Kambosos is not a live body. Fuck we doing? It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Got to do better than that, man.
Speaking of waste of time, what's Eddie gonna do with Wilder?
I mean, Wilder's finished, bro. Like he was. You remember that he was supposed to be coming back on Black Prime? It's a wrap for that.
What happened with that?
It's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. Is what happened. Like, yeah, that's done. That's not happening.
Yeah, I knew.
This car's out.
I knew once the Zhang fight hit that Wilder had maybe one more fight as a cash grab, and then he was just off to the sunset.
Well,
man.
that dude is off to do OnlyFans, bro. I don't know. He gonna do what he do, but it's a wrap for him. Like, come on now, his career is fucking over. Go ahead.
Excuse me. What is OnlyFans? I hear people talking about it.
It's basically it's like pornography, because that's basically what it is. It's porn, but it's like, I don't really understand it, because porn in general is free. But I guess OnlyFans is if you really like a specific girl, I guess you can subscribe to her shit and watch her finger herself and all the crazy shit. So that's what that shit really is. It's like,
so why is people are saying it on YouTube? Do you have an OnlyFans and blah 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 this and blah blah?
Yeah, I have one. I use mine to masturbate a lot. Like, subscribe.
$3.99 a month. No,
I have. No, I do have one. I got one. I jerk off on that shit.
People say that because they want to see if they have one, and then they can look at them and they'll pay them.
Yeah, because I guess the difference between OnlyFans and regular porn, I would say, is I guess if the individual likes a specific sex worker, for lack of a better word, they can follow all their stuff, And
it's live where porn is recorded, so
yeah, so. To me, the whole fucking concept is weird. It's like, bro, porn is literally free. Why the fuck would you? I don't understand. Like, porn is free. You rub one out, you go to sleep. I don't understand that concept. But
get the super chat, Jules. Get the super chat.
Shout out to Devon. Wilder will do OnlyFans with his brother's girlfriend for. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, can you get in trouble or go to jail for that?
No, it's completely legalized. It's completely legal. It's basically porn, but they're not breaking any laws or anything like that with that stuff.
Is that nasty? Everybody can go on it?
Yeah, like everybody.
If you pay for it.
Leo's on it all the time.
It's free?
No, well, it's not free. You have to subscribe. That's how those people make their money. They basically set the price for a monthly subscription. Leo subscribes, and then he gets the.
I'm subscribed too. I like nasty.
Yeah, and they do stuff on like they get fucked on there. All types of stuff happens on that shit. But it's basically just porn. That's what it is. It's porn. It's basically porn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck you. Fucking freak.
Excuse me.
Good.
And so what about if your mom and your dad saw that? They wouldn't be really mad at me if I did do that?
What, if you did that?
Yes.
Well, I don't know your mom and dad, so I don't know how they'd feel.
They might not be happy about it.
Country wasn't happy when I did mine. He called me. He yelled at me when I did OnlyFans.
Excuse me.
That's enough for me. I'm out of here.
El Diablo, Jules.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, Ring. Do you think it's life? Like people see it and it's life. It's a bad thing or it's a good thing?
What the fuck?
Nah, it's a thing. It's not good or bad. It's just a thing. It's a fad, really, because eventually, it's a fad. If I'm fair, for sex workers, it actually is a good thing because it cuts out the middleman in a manner of speaking. That before, where sex workers, whether you're signed to a Brazzers or a Pornhub or whatever it is, you get your money. And you don't have to go through a middleman to get your money. So for them, it's actually good.
Experimenting, okay? Experimenting
And
with things.
who the fuck is that?
Let's welcome back Blurry Dot.
Right? For them, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. It's not me.
But yeah, for them, it's a good thing because it's a safer environment for people who work in that industry to do the same thing and get more of their own money. So for the people that do it, it actually is a good thing. Now, I don't think it's a good thing for the people that subscribe to it because it's just not good behavior. Like, hey, like,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, you really cannot go to jail for it? Like, I thought you can.
No, you're not gonna go to jail for having an OnlyFans. No.
Noel, can I ask you a question? Do you want to be an OnlyFans star?
What's that means?
Do you want to take part in OnlyFans? Because you're asking like experimental questions, like, can you do this? It seems like you're kind of curious about it.
Do you like money?
Virtuoso's on OnlyFans. Undefeated.
Yeah,
watches
in
him
fact,
all the
I'm about
time.
to go live right now. I'm about to go to a deli and fuck a Philly cheesesteak. So go live, yes, just subscribe. I'm about to go live. I'm out of here.
Undefeated has an OnlyFans. He got his shit.
Look me up, 8-inch Undefeated.
Okay, I'm going to fucking sleep, yo. Y'all, this shit go. Everybody, good night. Be good. God bless. And and we're all right. Everybody's cool. We're out of here.
Have a good night, everybody.